there. Happy Tuesday. So we're almost at the end of January already. I just want to spend a couple of moments here to talk about how I use a real estate strategy, and I call it my ATM machine. And think about it this way. What if you could use some strategy to give you those quick infusion of cash that you want to either pay off debts or being able to, invest in our real estate like rental properties or just buy the vacation, without having to put it on your credit card or, put the down payment on a car or a house, whatever you want to. So what if you could use real estate for that? And there is one strategy that lets you do that, okay? And that is what nowadays they call it wholesaling. And I don't like to call it wholesaling per se. When I started investing as a wholesaling, quote unquote, it's been over 30 years. I'm actually one of the pioneers when it comes to wholesaling. I was one of the first people out there doing it before it was mainstream. And back then it was called flipping a contract. And that honestly to me is a more exact definition of what wholesaling is about, because you are flipping a contract. And a lot of the misinformation, a lot of the bad stigma that wholesaling got is because people not understanding the strategy per se and misrepresenting what they're doing. There is nothing wrong. Didn't you do real estate, even you do cars or any type of other widgets, there is nothing wrong for you to flip something that you don't own. Think about it. A lot of the online marketing there, right? Like Amazon even, there is a lot of what they call drop shipping. They never really buy this inventory that they sell out to the public, right? They take control and they make money on stuff that they move from A to B. And that's what wholesaling is, right? You're just moving property without moving it per se, unless it's a mobile home, from A to B. So you just move a contract, you move a commodity like Amazon does, like a lot of this online marketing does. So now you understand, if you reframe that and you think of it this way, right? What's wrong with it? There is nothing wrong. When you put the property under contract, you become an owner per contract. And so what wholesaling is about. And that's why if you understand the concept and you understand that you can do it from wherever you are around the country, and this can be done virtually, is the perfect strategy, right? And you can call it your ATM machine. So now let's reverse engineer here the concept of wholesaling. So let's say that you want to make $30,000 a month. And the $30,000 a month is, you find that your baseline in the area where you're going to wholesaling is $15,000 per deal. Okay, there'll be two deals. If the baseline, what is the average in your area for wholesaling, that's $10,000, there will be three deals. Now that's worst case scenario. I have students that make 30,000 on one deal, on the first deal. So, but I like to be conservative. So let's say that you do $10,000 per deal. That would be three deals a month to make 30,000. Now, does it seem like it's doable? You say, of course it is, if I know what I'm doing. Right? So that's why wholesaling is, I think, a lot of people wholesaling. I know that when we put out training out there about wholesaling, we have such high demand of people that like wholesaling, because honestly, it's a perfect strategy. Okay. At times in my life, I have started with wholesaling, then I went more into rentals, I went into fix and flip, went back to wholesaling. Right now, at this point, I do wholesaling together with flipping, fix and flips, because I can cherry pick the property out of the wholesaling to fix and flip later, or I can wholesale the ones I don't want. So it's a perfect strategy to work with anything else you're doing in real estate, because you're going to come across these leads anyway. So what are you going to do with them, right? So the thing is about wholesaling is this. So you basically just put the property under contract. And you think about this. I want you to do a little bit of a mind shift here. Doesn't matter where the property is located, for that matter, right? You're not going to buy it. So if you're not buying it, why not? Does Amazon go look at all the merchandise they ship to you? No, I don't think so, right? So the thing is, you put in a property under contract, and then what you're going to do, you're going to flip the contract. So you're not buying it. You have nothing invested. So why don't you put out as many contracts as you can in all kinds of properties and just see what sticks, right? Put it out there on the market and see one sell and make money in the process. That's the beauty of wholesaling, right? So now the next step is how to get the deals, how to get the leads, how to analyze, how to market these leads so you can fast closing, because timing is of the essence. So there is moving parts to it, but once you understand the process and you can rinse and repeat and put this in an automated pilot, you understand that doing 5, 10, or more properties a month is a no-brainer. I've done times in my career where I have done 12 plus properties a month, only wholesaling. Okay. Now, because I do it together with a fix and flip, I don't do as many because I cherry pick some of them and I do a little higher end property. But that's the thing with wholesaling. It works throughout your career, whatever you want to do. So I would like to invite you to a masterclass that we're doing next week. And we're going to dive deep into wholesaling, finding how we find the leads, how do we analyze the deals, how we put this in an automated part of creating a system, and so much more. So there will be a link for you to sign up for the masterclass starting next week. This is the first masterclass of 2025, by the way. And the thing about it is that we are going to cover things that are specifically of what we're going through right now. Just to let you know, there's such huge demand for wholesaling. Everybody wants to know, everybody loves it is a perfect strategy because you're not putting anything on the table. There is no stress. You don't have to put money out and worry about paying off a private lender. You don't have to worry about rentals and tenants. It's not for everybody. You make money on something that you just control. So it's the perfect strategy. I know whenever we do a wholesaling webinar, we have literally 1,000 people that sign up for it. We are putting up a webinar. We have almost 1,000 people already signed up for it because it's such a hot topic. But the thing is, we don't have the time in the webinar to really dive deep into it. So for the cost of a cup of coffee, $7, you can sign up for the masterclass and really understand all what goes on to wholesaling so it can be your ATM machine. So don't forget to click a link, check your spot. It's only $7. We're going to have raffles. We're going to have a lot of things. We're also going to go into rentals. We're going to go into fix and flip. We're going to go into writing contracts, kind of some proprietary stuff on how I write my contracts. I'm going to share with you. And then also we're going to go systems and automation. So there is a lot to do, and you just have to forgo one cup of coffee for the whole week, okay, to pay for it. So click the link, and I can't wait to share with you everything I know about wholesaling. Take care.